19th, 2009, the power plant is born.
Get up, get up, get up, get up. Get up, get up, get up. Get up, get up, get up, get up.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 20 of TPP Frontline, history in the making. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Christopher Billings, and you know we're getting close to Network Collision, and that's going to be big. That's at the end of September, and we're trucking along. And last week we saw AC Arthurs make a return match against our TPP champion Craig Hazard, and that was a spectacular match. That was a 5-star match, regardless of what anybody thinks. And I was so happy, so excited to get to call that match. And tonight is just a further stepping stone for TPP Entertainment as we press on and as we move on to greater and bigger things. And right now it looks like Die Hard's coming down the entrance ramp, so I'm assuming Die Hard's got something to say to the TPP universe, or to somebody. He's got something to say. So let's find out what Die Hard has on his mind, because I'm very impressed with what he did last week. So ladies and gentlemen, let's see what Die Hard's got on his mind.
So last week, a couple of things happened in the power plant that some of you were excited about, some of you were upset about. And before I get into that, it's my duty as the CEO of the power plant to let everybody know that Melinda Guerrero is taking a brief hiatus, and she'll be back shortly, soon. She'll be back. But last week, AC Arthurs was here, the place where he started, right? Everybody enjoyed that match, AC Arthurs, Craig Hazard, and I'll get to that in a minute. But we also had a debuting superstar named James McKay out of Scotland, right? Yeah, everybody liked his debut there with Brick Wall. Well, guess what? I didn't like it. So James McKay, with what happened to you after your match, that masked man that attacked you, it wasn't me, don't worry, it wasn't me. But it was a man that I found, that I immediately signed. His name is Scythe, and he'll be in action tonight. So I'm just giving you fair warning right now, McKay. You do not want to be on Die Hard's bad side. You want to make sure to speak when spoken to and do what you're told to do. You do not want to try to disrespect management such as myself. You want to make sure to show respect to me, to every member of TCO, to everybody who is in the sport. I don't want you coming in thinking that you're going to be like that little pipsqueak Orion James, thinking you're going to get the fans behind you. So just heed my warning, and everything will be okay. And you'll have a great, stellar career. Believe that. You will, if you play by the rules, if you follow what you're told to do. Now, there's a couple of things, big things, but let's take a trip back to last week. So, there were rumors. Everybody shared these rumors about how AC Arthurs, or there was a surprise returning superstar on Frontline last week. And it ended up being AC Arthurs. Who did he face? The current TPP champion, Craig Hazard. Now, congratulations to Craig Hazard. You pinned AC Arthurs. You pinned the most expensive man in all of Caw Entertainment. I have never had to ask another company to go hand in hand with me to cover the cost, ever. So yes, AC Arthurs, super popular guy, very expensive to have on your show. Was it the Raver Lights? I doubt it. Maybe it was the slicked hair. I don't know. But, thank you to AC Arthurs for coming back for that one match. It was nice to see you in the back again. It was nice seeing you. It was nice getting to chit-chat with you. I'm not mad that I had to spend a lot more than I planned on spending to get you here. But, Hazard, that does not mean that I'm going to put you up on some pedestal. Because the difference is between you and every other TPP champion, you're not quality. You're not a quality champion. All you are is a spot monkey. You're just a guy that hits these little quick arm drags on a 280-pound buffoon named Extreme who is no longer working here. You want to know why? Because he knew that he was getting embarrassed by some little 200-pound whatever. You're like wetter than a limp noodle. You're this little guy. You should not be the champion. You don't deserve the belt. Now, Billings sits out here every week and says, he's the most deserving champion ever. He's not. Craig Hazard is not a deserving champion. When I was the TPP champion, it had prestige. It meant something to be the TPP champion. Now that Craig Hazard has the title, what does it mean? It means that an underdog can beat up a 280-pound man. Like I said, it is not hard to beat a buffoon. Anybody can do that, and I mean anybody. So Hazard, I'm going to do you a real big favor because I'm going to help to get that title from around your waist because there's no number one contender for Network Collision, right? I mean, and Network Collision, all of you fans, the viewers, get to vote. You all get to vote on what kind of match you want to see. Well, I'm going to do a solid for the TPP universe. You all seem to really like Lance Owens, right? Everybody likes Lance Owens. He's got that big old chin, and he's got that scruffy wannabe cool beard like Die Hard, but it's just not as cool as mine. So, tonight there's going to be a number one contenders match, and the winner of that match will go on to face Craig Hazard at Network Collision. So, Lance Owens, I'm giving you an opportunity. Tonight, you will be in that number one contenders match. Now, everybody here is probably going, well, who's he going to face? Who is currently at the caliber of being in a main event match? Well, luckily for all of you, I have just the solution for that. Now, it's unfortunate that Brick Wall decided he would like to take some time off. That is unfortunate, and hopefully I'll see him again. Hopefully I'll see Devin soon. But tonight, you get to see another returning TPP superstar. However, this superstar, this wrestler, this entertainer, this person is not going to cost me millions and millions and millions of dollars per one appearance. Ladies and gentlemen, Lance Owens' opponent tonight in that number one contendership match is my brother-in-law, James Braden. You will all see what the new and improved James Braden can really do. You're all going to find out tonight. And I've seen what everybody's been saying on Twitter, like Damien Gamer, like all those little punks in A&D. They all keep saying, oh, Die Hard, you're trying to bully yourself. You're trying to use your power. Bitch, I own the company. I can do whatever I want to do. And you know what? It's funny because normally when we say that, it would have gotten edited. But because I'm the owner, I can say what I want to say. I'm the one that gets to do that. So for all of you in the back, you all need to step up your game, especially the TPP champion, Craig Hazard, because the day that you lose that title will be the day that I give everybody free admission to the show. That will be the day. And at Network Collision, that's going to happen. So you know what, ladies and gentlemen? You may all end up getting free to the following episode of I believe it would be episode 25. You all will get free admission to the show. You won't even have to pay to get in. Everything will be on the house. All the drinks, food, everything, beer, whatever. It'll all be on the house as long as Craig Hazard doesn't win that title. So tonight, we are going to find out who the number one contender is going to be. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you right now, I have a very strong gut feeling that my brother-in-law, James Braden, is going to kick Lance Owens' ass so bad that Owens is not ever going to wrestle again.
Why, oh why does Die Hard keep putting himself in these situations where he can bully the other TPP superstars? So now we get to see James Braden return to the ring, who, for some of you may remember, he was on commentary with me just a couple of months ago. And now he's going to be in the in a number one contenders match for the TPP title. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight Frontline is brought to you by RCW. Make sure to check them out on YouTube at HRC Networks. Follow them on Twitter, RCW_on_XBL. As well as MCW presents TPP Frontline tonight. Follow them on YouTube at MCW Promotions and on Twitter at MCWHD, and make sure to use the hashtag COFF. And like I was saying, I don't know what's up with Die Hard. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, but we're about to get this night up underway. So Chains has, quite an opportunity. He gets to make a name for himself over James McKay. And so Chains, he's looking to do something. So we're going to see a couple of different. We get to see the man who attacked James McKay last week. We get to see him debut a little bit later tonight. But right now we get to see James McKay in action against Chains, and that's going to be pretty impressive, I think. It just remains to be seen. Is Chains for real in the power plant? And based on what Die Hard said, I don't really know how to approach it, because we have to tread very lightly with this. Die Hard seemed very agitated as he was talking about all the TPP superstars, and I personally like James McKay. So I don't know. Die Hard's using his stature within the company to get what he wants. I don't think that's fair. And last week, James McKay got attacked after his impressive debut against Brick Wall. And I hope you notice this, ladies and gentlemen, but we've got a flashy new arena. There's new name bars down below. Even our Frontline logo is fancy now. It's fancy, and it's got some animation to it, which is pretty cool. I think that and the intro video. I think the TPP management team or the editing team, the truck team, I think that they did a great job thus far on the show, and I can't wait to get the rest of the show underway. But James McKay versus Chains right now, and if Chains could pull off an impressive win over McKay here, you got to believe that Chains would then be taken a little bit more serious. And for James McKay, he's looking to prove that it wasn't just some fluke win in his first match. I mean, it was extremely impressive how McKay beat Brick Wall last week. He locked Brick Wall into that cloverleaf and just wrenched, and Brick Wall had no choice but to tap out, which earlier in the week, Brick Wall said that he wanted to hang up his boots for a little while. And luckily, even though Melinda Guerrero, she signed a hiatus form 72 hours ago, she still okayed Brick Wall taking time off. So that's big. And that's the thing. Like, I won't say that Die Hard was lying when he said Melinda Guerrero was taking a hiatus, because she really is taking a hiatus. But there you go. As you saw there, McKay, a quick arm drag on Chains. Beautiful quick arm drag. And now Chains getting worked over by James McKay. And this is shades of what we saw last week. But, Chains with that spinning wheel kick. And that's the difference here. Chains he's quick. He's a fast guy. He's not as slow as Brick Wall, but he's not nearly as powerful as what Brick Wall was either. So for James McKay, he's got to use speed as well as in-ring technical prowess. And you saw into that cover one, and only a 1 count there on Chains. And now McKay whips Chains into the corner. Big running shoulder thruster. As you hear, the fans they're coming alive in this matchup. And another big running shoulder thrust off the ropes goes McKay. And then, a big boot in the corner there. I don't think Chains knew what hit him. And now James McKay, just a basic trip. Nothing fancy about it. A little bit of a mixed reaction from the fans. And now what is James McKay going to do at this junction? Picking the leg, going right. And you got to believe James McKay is looking for that cloverleaf. You got to believe that's what he's looking for. He's going right to work on the legs, but Chain's starting to mount a little bit of offense here, getting something going, and Chain's with that standing side back kick there. And now Chain's in the side headlock, but no, McKay gets the better of the situation, and then a dragon screw. And this is, James McKay is probably one of our most technically sound newest wrestlers. I mean, we have a lot of technically sound wrestlers, but McKay, very, the term I'm looking for, a perfectionist. He will go for a limb until that limb is about to fall off. And in this case, Chains' legs are the center of the attack. And McKay realizes that. McKay realizes that very greatly. And oh, big running drop kick there. Hooks a far leg here. No, and a quick rope break for Chains. And now James McKay, that knee to the back and then the neck breaker. And Chains is now, he's got to get something figured out. And that modified spine buster that we saw last week on Brick Wall. Wait a second, McKay is looking for it. McKay with that clover leaf, he's got it in. Chains is trying to crawl to the ropes here. And McKay is wrenching. He is wrenching on this clover leaf. Will Chains tap out? Chains has nowhere to go. He's trying to make it to the ropes. McKay is wrenching. Will Chains tap? And Chains is tapping out. He just tapped out. He tapped out, and the referee's calling the match. And James McKay picking up his second win here on Frontline. James McKay seems very timid right now, as he does not want to get attacked again after his match. James McKay looking all around the arena as he's celebrating. He is not going to have another situation happen like last episode where he got attacked immediately following his impressive debut victory. And honestly, I do not blame James McKay for looking around constantly, trying to figure out where his next attacker is going to come from. You know, and I don't blame James McKay for looking around his shoulders and, you know, trying to fend off the attack. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm being notified that we need to go to the backstage area. There's something going on, some type of incident between Bryson and Jimmy B. Martinez, and this kind of excites me. And oh wow, look at this, Jimmy B. Martinez just throwing Bryson. From what I'm gathering from the information I'm being given right now, is that Bryson tried to attack Jimmy B. Martinez from behind, and JBM turning the tide here. And where's like JBM with it? Door right in the face of Bryson. And Bryson is one to say that he's got a pretty face, but now Bryson's starting to fight back a little bit here. But Jimmy B. Martinez from the dirty streets of the Bronx, and he is fighting. He is a fighter. That is what he is. That's what he does. He fights. And I don't think Bryson's gonna get the better of. I think Bryson is starting to feel like he should try to get the better of Jimmy B. Martinez, and I think Bryson may be in over his head here. Big lesson rights here from JBM, but oh, Bryson with a kick to the abdomen, and now Bryson throws JBM into that door there, and then oh, Bryson using that door as a weapon. And this is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this is intense. And look at this. These two, I think they have an actual dislike for each other. And JBM with the IKO out of nowhere there. Bryson face first on the cement, not getting up this time. And now Jimmy B. Martinez talking a little bit of trash to Bryson there, but I don't blame him for doing so. I would do so as well if somebody tried attacking me from behind and then gets a crap kicked out of them. I would probably say some things back. And so in any sense, Bryson just embarrassed himself trying to attack Jimmy B. Martinez, ladies and gentlemen. That's big. That is very, very big. And up next, our next match here, this is going to be a good one. We have this young man who some of you like, some of you love. I don't think anybody hates this young man, but Kanji, our international superstar that has amazing potential, and he has given such a tough time to like Anthony Guerrero Jr. And tonight he's looking to do the same when he's facing Orion James. You got to believe Kanji's looking for a big win tonight over Orion James. If he could beat Orion James, you got to believe that we might possibly see, Kanji versus Phoenix for the Adrenaline Championship at Network Collision instead of, Orion James versus Phoenix is what we're assuming it's going to be based on what I saw, or what everybody saw on the YouTube channel yesterday. Phoenix, I don't know who gave him access to our YouTube channel, but he uploaded a package, again, saying things about Orion James. And Orion James is a very talented, gifted wrestler. This young man, very talented. Regardless of what anybody may think about him or their personal preference on him, this young man is very talented and he does very, very well. And I'm so glad. I'm so glad that Orion James is here at the Department. I am so glad to say that. And I get so pumped up watching him come out. And it's hard for me to find words to match how I feel when I see him coming down to the ring, because I know that everybody in attendance and everybody watching at home is going to be in for a phenomenal time, and so here we go, and right from the get-go, Orion James with that side headlock, and look at this, Orion James, a basic Uranagi takedown, went right for the submission, but Kanji reversed. And and this is what I'm talking about. Orion James, a flurry of kicks and punches and elbows, that martial arts background. And as you see here, Kanji is definitely for a loop from that elbow. He's not, that elbow may have just knocked Kanji really loopy here. I mean, as you see, Kanji, he does a strike and he just kind of stands there groggy. And as you saw there, big backdrop, Kanji taking a bow, trying to get himself back in the right mindset here, and Orion James on the offense with the quick uppercut and then the kicks in the corner. No, Kanji reverses here. Kanji, a dirty. That was a very close elbow there. And now what is Kanji going to do? Kanji off the ropes here, and he misses with that running drop kick in the corner. And I think that maybe from that big spinning elbow that Orion James gave him earlier, because Kanji is working much slower right now. He's not working like he normally does, and he's going to try it again here. Big running drop kick in the corner. And now what is Kanji going to do? Kanji whips Orion James. No, pulls Orion James back into a big kick, hooks the far leg. 1, 2, and only a 2 count for Orion James. And now Orion James, a flurry of strikes, and that kick right to the face there. Orion James into the cover, 1, and only a late 1 count there for Orion James on Kanji. And Orion James, that's became vintage Orion James springboard off of an Irish whip into a 2 count there. And you got to believe that Orion James is not necessarily expecting to get the pinfall off of these moves. He's just trying to make Kanji exert his energy. But Kanji is showing that he's a serious competitor. And as you saw, the referee got right in the way there. And again, the referee got in the way. And now that gives Orion James an opening there. That big high-flying leg drop, hang time leg drop, more or less. And now Orion James, a beautiful crucifix head scissors, but quick arm drag from Kanji. Kanji was ready for it, and Kanji again. And now, that running spinning wheel kick, shades of Craig Hazard and the flying man Nora. Went for the cover, but too close to the ropes there. And Kanji is kicking the leg. That's what he's been doing this entire match. He's been kicking the lower thigh of Orion James, and now Kanji out of the corner with that modified reverse neck breaker. Wait a second, Kanji's already looking to put this matchup away. Wait a second, Kanji, he's got Orion James up in the brainbuster. Hooks the far leg here. 1, 2. almost a 3 count, but somehow Orion James was able to kick out, and Orion James just caught Kanji. Man, that was intense. And now Orion James, that was like a jumping shining wizard there from Orion James, using all of his ability and height there. Now Orion James out of the corner with the backflip, bounces off the ropes. Kanji misses with the clothesline. Then that flying elbow. Wait a second. Orion James springboard lion salt there. Now Orion James with Tope Atomico. That is a combination that Orion James is known to use. And now, what's Orion James going to do? Orion James to the outside, back to the top rope, and then that flying clothesline. And now again, Orion James hitting the top rope. Orion James, big elbow drop there. Wait a second, Kanji back to his feet, and Kanji pumping up with that big kick. Orion James may be out here. Kanji hooks the far leg. 1, 2, almost a 3 count for Kanji again. And Orion James out of nowhere, that jumping knee just about took Kanji completely out, but no, the rope break saved him. And now Kanji starting to use the kicks. And that running cross body there. Hooks the far leg. 1, 2, and only a 2 count for Kanji. And this is what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. It gets very, very serious the longer these matches go. And Orion James, big running leg drop here. Wait a second, what is Orion James gonna do? Orion James is stalking Kanji. An attempted drop kick, but Kanji sidestepped it into the cover. 1, 2, and only a 2 count again for Kanji. Kanji, a big attempted springboard, overshot it as Orion James moved towards the ropes. Orion James, big running leg drop on Kanji. And now Orion James, a big spinal tap. Nothing fancy about it, just a basic spinal tap that is going to hurt. And Orion James now taunting, runs in, big running drop kick. One of the best drop kicks in the business. And now, what is Orion James, big running super kick. That's what that was. 1, 2, and only a 2 count again. Wait a second. Off the ropes here. And big running cross body. Wait a second. Kanji. That kick right to the leg again. Again, Orion James keeps getting kicked in that leg, and you got to believe that Kanji's trying to avoid receiving any submission holds. That's got to be why Kanji's doing it. That is the only thing I could think of as a reason. And Kanji attempted a rolling elbow, but he missed, and a big springboard back elbow there from Orion James. Orion James then into a springboard cross body. And now Orion James with the spinal tap for the second time in this matchup. This matchup is actually being really good. Off the ropes here. And he got knocked down there. But wait a second. Orion James. Here we go. Surfboard stretch. Look at the torque on the body here. How do you get out of this? And wait a second. Kanji just rolled out of this. Kanji hitting the ropes. Orion James runs in with a big knee. And my God, that just knocked Kanji completely out. 1, 2, 3, and Kanji is out. He got knocked out with that knee. That knee almost decapitated Kanji. Orion James picking up an impressive victory as we draw near to Network Collision. He's building momentum, ladies and gentlemen. It's almost been made official that Orion James versus Phoenix is going to happen. And all we have to do is wait for management to give the okay and then upload that video saying that the voting is open. That's all we need. And there's going to be other matches announced for Network Collision tonight. And I am very, very impressed with that. And then, man, this is so crazy, ladies and gentlemen. So crazy. And On a side note, at one of our most recent house shows, Justin Frost and Kent McLeod did prevail, did move on in our tag team tournament, so that should be fun.
You know, from urban warfare to blood and glory, stirred up with offers. Man, it's been one hell of a ride. But business is business, and Network Collision is right around the corner, and I'm ready to go. So no matter who the number one contender is, I guarantee a match like nobody else can provide, a non-stop highlight reel, 'cause there's only one Craig Hazard.
And naturally, like I was saying before we were visited by Craig Hazard there, Justin Frost and Kent McLeod did prevail against the Chocolate Drops at a house show. So we have our final 4 teams figured out, which is great. I'm glad that we have the final 4 figured out. And then, of course, coming up next, we have a very big match, especially for Travis Porter. Travis Porter, he's been looking to make his impact most recently. And so he's having great matches, but he's got an opponent tonight who likes to attack people from behind after they make their debuts. Travis Porter is facing a man that I don't really know much about. All I know is just the things that Die Hard shared with me prior to the show. And so Scythe, this man for hire for Die Hard. That's all Scythe is. He's just for hire. He's not here for fans. He's here to hurt people. And he took away from James McKay's debut last week as he attacked him immediately following his win. And based on what I'm seeing right now, I don't know if I like the odds of Travis Porter. All right, we're going to find out, can Travis Porter perform a miracle tonight and knock this young man right out of a loop? This is Scythe's TPP debut, and he's going against Travis Porter. Now, I believe that Dyer could have booked Scythe against somebody else, but he booked him against Travis Porter. But Travis Porter needs to use this as a reason to be aggressive, to be extremely aggressive. He needs to be as aggressive as we've ever seen him in any of his matches. He needs to be that much more aggressive against Scythe tonight. Because Scythe is 245 pounds. And here we go, and Porter ran right into a big scoop power slam there. And Scythe, but Porter, big drop kick, big beautiful standing drop kick. Porter off the ropes, runs in again, but gets caught in a flapjack by Scythe. And Scythe is, just kind of having his way now, just kind of, but no, Porter fighting back. Porter, big standing drop kick again. And Porter, another standing drop kick. Porter is feeling it tonight. He knows that things may not be in his favor size-wise, so he's got to do what he can, but a big power slam again by Scythe. And now Scythe with, a couple of slaps to the face. And now Scythe just starting to pick apart Travis Porter. And wait a second. Porter was able to kick himself away from Scythe, and he stood there for a second, but Scythe just pulled him down. And now Scythe starting to have his way here. And Scythe with the headbutt right on the outside as the referee is counting nonetheless. The referee is counting. And, that kick to the head may have knocked Scythe for a little bit of a loop. He's looking like he's a little bit out of it, but maybe not. Scythe now dropping a knee. And Scythe going off the ropes, coming back here. Big running knee drop. And now Travis Porter starting to mount a little bit of came back in, but right into a power slam again. And at this point in the match, quick kick by Travis Porter. And now Travis Porter, big right hand, And He doesn't have time to taunt. He's just got to keep on the aggressive on Scythe, ladies and gentlemen. And a flurry of kicks here from Scythe. Nothing fancy about these kicks. Nothing fancy at all. And into the corner, off the ropes. But wait a second, Porter, quick Hurricane Rana, hooks the legs. 1, 2, only a 2 count for Travis Porter. And Travis Porter starting to get something going. He's starting to get a little bit of momentum here. And that is always a good thing. And wait a second, Porter taking too long on his, as he was taunting there, trying to get the fans behind him. And now Scythe again with that knee drop. Again, nothing fancy about this Scythe guy. He's just here to hurt people, it looks like. Wait a second, Travis Porter off the ropes with that bulldog, that leg drop bulldog. Porter going for the cover. 1, 2, and only a 2 count for Travis Porter. Porter goes off the ropes and he gets caught again in another power slam from Scythe. Hooks the far leg. 1, 2. And that may have been all that Travis Porter had left, was that leg drop bulldog. But wait a second, Porter looking for something here. Oh, a big kick right to the back of the head. And now Travis Porter with a seated camel clutch. We're seeing 180 pounds trying to hold down 240 pounds. And Scythe is trying to get to the ropes here, trying to get out of this submission hold. And he forces the break, so Travis Porter lets go. And Travis Porter just got caught with a drop or a knee right to the forehead. And now Scythe, a flurry of kicks. Again, a flurry of kicks. Travis Porter has gotten little spurts of offense, nothing fancy, and now look at this, Scythe using the ropes to choke Travis Porter. And Travis Porter, ladies and gentlemen, Travis Porter is not a big guy. He's a pretty small guy. When I say 180 pounds, he's literally 180 pounds. He's not big. You know, he enjoys being a wrestler, but it looks like Scythe is now trying to make an example out of Travis Porter, because it looks like Scythe is in firm control of this matchup now. Choking Travis Porter from the outside. And now we're seeing Scythe taking his time. Scythe whips Porter into the ropes, catches him with a big clothesline there. Hooks the far leg. 1, 2. And no, Travis Porter showing he's still got a little bit of fight, but he just got slapped right in the face. And now Scythe with that knee drop. And now wait a second, Scythe with that face planting DDT. That's what I'm going to call that, a face planting DDT. And Scythe, what is he looking for here? Wait a second. Scythe with the front face buster. I'm not sure what he calls it. I'll have to find out. Hooks the far leg. 1, 2, 3. And emphatically, this matchup is over. Scythe emphatically ended that match. Remorsefully, he ended that match. And Travis Porter, I think Travis Porter is done. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to say about Scythe. He could have chosen any career path. He could have teamed with any man or any one faction, and he sided with Die Hard. He sided with TCO. And that's potentially bad because he's very young. Scythe is young. He's got a full career ahead of him. He's not aged. And I don't know, so it looks like Scythe is asking for a microphone. So we're gonna cut to the ring and see what he's got to say.
See what I've done to Travis Porter. He is in a disfigurement after that beatdown, and I didn't even break a sweat. Now, you fans, I don't like you. I think that you're troglodytes. Hell, I only come here for the money and for the fame. Now, last week, I didn't get my fame until I beat James McKay after his match. And the reason why I did that is because I believed I should have debuted on that day and he should have remained in the locker room. However, James McKay, I'm giving you a chance to redeem yourself, to exact revenge if it's will, so that way I can beat you down again. At Network Collision, it's gonna be you versus me, one-on-one, 'cause I wish to kick your ass one more time.
Well, those are an open challenge, I guess, from Scythe to James McKay. And if James McKay accepts, and then if management says, let's do this, then we'll see Scythe versus McKay at Network Collision. And I'm wondering if McKay's going to accept based on what, transpired last week. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Atlas to make an appearance here. The big man, 295 pounds of solid muscle. And he is facing the former internet champion tonight, Damien Gamer. And this is going to be a test of strength for Damien Gamer. Damien Gamer hasn't had, he does hold a pinfall victory over Titan, but Gamer's got to be able to defeat Atlas now. And this remains to be seen. Atlas, he's expressed remorse for hurting Titan at Blood and Glory, but he said that if Titan is so experienced, Titan should have known how to take that move. And so Atlas said that he's not feeling extremely bad about hurting him. He says he feels bad that he can't wrestle currently, but he said that it's Titan's fault. And so Atlas is looking to pick up a win over the most popular man, one of the most popular men on Frontline. And I'm in shock that this matchup was booked this way, but it doesn't surprise me since Melinda did go on hiatus, so Dyer did all the booking here. So you gotta believe he's trying to hurt Damien Gamer. You gotta believe he's trying to hurt Damien Gamer. And so here we go, Damien Gamer versus Atlas, 242 pounds versus 295 pounds, into a standing tie-up here. And Atlas switches position, showing his strength here. And Atlas just tossed Damien Gamer. And now Atlas lifting Gamer above his head here. And then that press slam. And Atlas went for a big clothesline, but he missed. And then that frying pan chop on the ropes. And Gamer, as you saw, held his chest there. You know that hurts. But wait a second, Damien Gamer showing he is not afraid here. He's not afraid of Atlas. He's not afraid of the big man. And now Gamer switches positions here into the side headlock and an attempted elbow, but Atlas counters, and then a big clothesline from Atlas. And now a standing tie-up, and you kind of figured that Atlas was going to win that. I mean, Atlas is a big guy. And again, that chop right on the ropes. And Atlas missed with his clothesline as Damien Gamer was able to counter. And Damien Gamer trying to strike. And Damien Gamer with the flurry of uppercuts here. He's got Atlas back to the corner, but Atlas counters. Now what's Atlas going to do? Atlas runs in big, a big running boot there in the corner. And now Gamer trying to get something going. He's trying to keep some momentum, or trying to get momentum in his favor, because right now, this matchup is very slow paced. This is not the pace that we normally see Damien Gamer at. We normally see Damien Gamer very high paced, and now Damien Gamer, 3 jumping elbows there, dropping right on the chest, and runs in with a big running DDT as Atlas was getting back to his feet. And Atlas now back in control here. Atlas with the big backdrop. And a big headbutt there from Atlas. And like I said, Atlas is dictating the pace of this matchup. He's making it very slow, and he's taking his time here on Damian Gamer. And wait a second, Atlas lifting kind of modified powerbomb slam out of the corner there. But Gamer from behind with that clubbing blow right to the back of the head. And Gamer trying to, get something going in his favor. I don't blame him for doing that. And here we go, Gamer showing that he's got some strength there. That knee breaker going right after the big man's legs. And now Damian Gamer stomping away. But no, Atlas counters from the ground. And a big running clothesline from Atlas. Hooks the far leg. 1, 2. Only a 2 count for Atlas. And you got to believe Damian Gamer's got the heart to not quit. But he's facing a man tonight that's young and inexperienced. And Atlas is looking to make a name for himself. You got to believe if Atlas can pick up a win. But Damian Gamer, big clothesline to the outside, and Atlas got right back to his feet, ladies and gentlemen. Right back to his feet. So what is and Gamer there, a flurry of strikes to the head on the outside. Now Gamer trying to use the ropes as leverage here. 1. And only a 1 count as Atlas quickly powered out there. And Gamer trying to strike back here. Beautiful standing drop kick. And now Gamer starting to get some momentum going. And a lunging kick there from Damian Gamer into the cover. 1. Only a 1 count for Damian Gamer. And now Atlas again dictating the pace here. I mean, Atlas is he's having his way with Damian Gamer into the cover here. 1, 2. Only a 2 count for Atlas. And now Atlas whips Damian Gamer into the ropes, catches him with that quick back body drop. And now what is Atlas going to do? There's 1 elbow, there's 2, and a 3rd, 4th, 4 elbows in the corner there to the side of the skull. And now Atlas looking for a submission hold here, but too close to the ropes, forcing the rope break. And wait a second, Atlas out of nowhere with that tilt-a-whirl side slam, it looked like. Hooks far leg. 1, 2, no. Gamer kicks out. And now Gamer starting to be aggressive, and there's 1 spine buster. Hooks the far leg. 1, 2, and only a 2 count for Damian Gamer. And you got to believe Damian Gamer is feeling it from that tilt-a-whirl side slam. And now Damian Gamer whips Atlas back into the corner, and then that bulldog. And Damian Gamer trying to keep the big man down. Hooks the far leg. 1, 2, only a 2 count for Damian Gamer. And a beautiful standing drop kick. Beautiful, beautiful standing drop kick. Gamer off the ropes, but Atlas catches him with a quick backdrop. And now Atlas again starting to get some offense. Another big running boot into the corner. And Atlas, a basic clothesline, nothing fancy about it. And again, that's 2 clotheslines in a row. That's like running into a 295-pound brick wall when you get clothesline like that. And wait a second, Gamer counters here, big clothesline. And now Gamer, 2 elbows. And the 3rd elbow drop there from Damian Gamer. Gamer whips Atlas to the corner. And wait a second, Damian Gamer, that float over T-bone. Wait a second. Damian Gamer, is he looking for it? Wait a second. Damian Gamer, arm wrench, and then the leg switch out of nowhere. Hooks the far leg. 1, 2, 3, and Damian Gamer has just pinned Atlas. Damian Gamer has pinned both of our largest superstars in TPP. He has pinned them both. That is impressive. And Damian Gamer was on the defensive most of this matchup. He was getting beat on pretty badly by Atlas. And I'm surprised. I'm very, very surprised, ladies and gentlemen. It was a great match. Congratulations to Damian Gamer on picking up such an impressive victory over Atlas. And man, I guess I have to. I got to switch gears to the main event, because the main event is next. And like I said at the top of the show, Die Hard's kind of throwing his weight around here. Lance Owens has a great opportunity tonight. If he can win, then he'll be the #1 contender for the TPP title. I don't believe that Lance Owens is ready for the TPP title yet. But at this point and at this juncture, I believe anybody that Die Hard does not pick to be the champion will be a great champion. So, Lance Owens, I know you can't hear me, but the fans can hear me, and we want you to win tonight. We want you to beat James Braden. I haven't talked to James Braden since he was out here on commentary. The last I knew, he was doing physical therapy following his knee surgery. And now, tonight, he's expected to come back. So we're just a moment away from finding out. Not even a few moments, just a moment. We're not even a moment now, just a second. And okay, so James Braden's theme song has hit. And James Braden coming out. He is a TCO original. He has been with Die Hard, in TCO since the formation of TCO many years ago. And Die Hard, made sure that James Braden got much larger than everybody else. And James Braden looking like he's in great shape. No doubt about that. But the last time we all saw James Braden in the ring, it wasn't a super stellar, impressive performance. So what can he do? Anything he does today should probably make him look a little bit better. And here we go, the #1 contendership match for the TPP Championship. And standing Typer, James Braden gets the better of the situation, going right with the dirty attacks, using the eye gouge and the quick back elbow. And now James Braden with the German suplex. High intensity right here in the early going of this match. And now James Braden bullying Lance Owens in the corner, a feeling hip toss. And as you see, James Braden is taunting. He's taunting Lance Owens. And a big right hand there from James Braden. And that big rolling elbow hooks the far leg. Only a 1 count though for James Braden. And Lance Owens catches Braden off the ropes with that big raised knee lift. And now Owens with the spine buster. And those who don't know, Owens was a part of Die Hard's training camp last year that he was doing for TPP. So he picked up a lot of moves that Die Hard would do. He just doesn't perfect them or perform them the exact same way. And I think Owens realizes he's got to do something here. He's got to do something big against James Braden. And, that's a huge deal, because he's got to be able to weather this storm. And James Braden with a flurry of fist drops. So that was 3 fist drops. And now James Braden again with that rolling elbow into the cover 1, and only a 1 count due to the rope break. And Owens trying to keep himself in this matchup. He's trying to keep himself in this. He does not want to let James Braden get too much momentum. I will admit, though, James Braden is looking good, and Lance Owens is looking very good in this matchup here. Lance Owens switches positions into the side headlock, and then that jumping arm breaker there. Off the ropes, but wait, James Braden just caught him with a basic backdrop, but a very effective basic backdrop. And now James Braden has Lance Owens in the corner. Oh, big shoulder thrust there. And now what is James Braden going to do? James Braden, a flurry of knees here. Right to the lower back, hooks the far leg. 1, 2, and only a 2 count for James Braden. But the longer this matchup goes, who's it going to benefit? And Lance Owens there with the big spine buster. And Lance Owens is trying to get something going. He's trying to get into his rhythm, in a big jumping clothesline there from Lance Owens. And Lance Owens stomping away. He was stomping away on James Braden, but James Braden, thumb to the eye. You can hear the TPP universe, a lot of boos here. And it doesn't look like James Braden is doing anybody any favors. He's not, it doesn't look like he's out here to entertain the fans. It looks like he's just out here just to win this match. But now James Braden is looking for something. He's got Owens, with that T-bone suplex. James Braden went for a modified surfboard stretch, but it was a rope break. Lance Owens, 6'6", very tall. And now James Braden using his 280-pound mass as a weapon. The 2 knees and then the side Russian leg sweep. James Braden hooks the far leg. 1, 2, and only a 2 count for James Braden. And now Owens starting to make a little bit of a comeback here on James Braden, but again, James Braden able to keep the offense in his favor. And now James Braden, another T-bone suplex. As you see, James Braden taunting Lance Owens. What is James Braden thinking here? Oh, a big knee there. And then another. No, Owens counters. Flies off with a big clothesline from the top rope. Owens going for the cover, hooks the far leg. 1, 2, almost a 3 count for Lance Owens. That is impressive. That is an impressive feat for Lance Owens right now. And Owens is hanging in here against James Braden. That is impressive. And James Braden with the basic arm lock submission here. And Owens trying to, not tap out to this this reverse or this arm bar. And Owens gets himself out of the submission. Owens switches positions, and now Owens with an armbar of his own on James Braden. He is wrenching on it. And now James Braden has to find a way out of this submission hold. And James Braden powers himself out. And James Braden, of course, got the better of the situation. A basic suplex, nothing fancy about that, just a basic suplex. Hooks the far leg. 1, 2, only a 2 count for James Braden. James Braden, big left hand, and then, as you see, big DDT. And now James Braden into the single leg Boston Crab. Starting to work on the legs. He went from the arms to the legs. It looks like he may be just working on the entire body. And Owens has to do something, because you got to believe it's not enjoyable having James Braden using all of his mass on top of you in a submission hold like that. And Owens gets out of the submission. And Owens is trying to do, you got to believe Owens is trying to get something going. Owens, he had James Braden in that corner, but James Braden counters. And James Braden, that rotating side belly to back. And this is what I'm referring to. And James Braden attempted that rolling elbow again, but Owens was able to counter it. Wait a second, James Braden counters. James Braden has Owens up on that top turnbuckle. Oh, that knee. Wait a second, we've seen this before. James Braden looking for a reverse Death Valley driver. He took a year of Extreme's career with that move. Hooks the far leg here. This might be a 1, 2, almost a 3 count, but Owens somehow was able to kick out. And Owens starting to get a little bit of momentum here in his favor, but no. James Braden, dirty eye gouge there, nothing fancy. And now James Braden again with the side Russian leg sweep. Wait a second, what is James Braden going to do? James Braden going to the top rope. Owens with a big kick and then another big kick. He's going to try to get a count out here on Brick Wall. Owens wisely staying in the ring, not doing that. He needs to focus on James Braden though, but James Braden from behind with that big clothesline. And now into a seated camel clutch. And Owens needs to do something. Because at this juncture of this matchup, Owens he's got to get something going. I mean, he can get rope breaks, and that will break but Owens, quick elbow there on James Braden. Owens hooks the far leg. 1, 2, and wait a second, that was almost a 3 count on James Braden. But, as you saw there, James Braden, big shoulder thrust, using all of his body momentum. And now, again, a second shoulder thrust from James Braden. And now, what is James Braden thinking here? A shoulder thrust from James Braden, nothing fancy about it. And wait a second, James Braden, that shoulder power slam out of the corner. Wait a second, James Braden's looking for something. He might be looking for the adjustment, and that's what it was. There was the adjustment there. James Braden going for the cover. 1, 2, 3, and James Braden is the new #1 contender for the TPP Championship. So at Network Collision, if I'm understanding correctly, we're going to see James Braden versus Craig Hazard. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to... I'm trying not to take anything away from James Braden, but it was a clear mismatch. James Braden not that big, and now James Braden starting to grab Owens after the match here by the hair. And now Owens is starting to fight back, though. This is big. Owens is fighting back, but no, there's Scythe. And Owens didn't even see him coming. And now Scythe and James Braden stomping. No. And there's Bryson. So now we've got 3 TCO members in the ring as Owens trying to pull himself to his feet. And I think we all know where this is going. There's no Dyer out here tonight, but Owens is trying to, defend himself here against these 3 animals, these three wolves, and Owens is not looking too well. He's getting. This is despicable, ladies. This is not entertainment. This is horrible, ladies and gentlemen. We are out of time for tonight. Make sure to tune in next week, and hopefully I can have some answers to what the hell is going on. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Christopher Billings. I'll see you guys next week.